Signaling in from the tow truck Breaker 151, it's Gene Alcantara, and right now when I'm not usually stealing a lot of these salvage yard robbery vehicles and nitpicking them, occasionally I'll be running other types of errands, doing bounties and such. With the large amounts of archived footage I have, occasionally some of them slip through the cracks, but here we are to try to wrangle them in and really sort them out. So yeah, the Lamp Casco, this is one type of old school vehicle that definitely runs pretty good, has a very nice antiquated design. It's a Lambo for people that don't like the look of modern Lambos. It also tends to oversteer a lot, so as long as you keep it like steady, it should do you nicely if you want a car that can just get you from point A to point B. But yeah, most of my investments have been paying off well. Here you will see that I have filled in my stash of stuff in the safe, the earnings that I've collected from doing the questionable tow truck business. Occasionally I forget to collect from the safe, which is why it stays red at times, but yes, when you do see that little icon, you might as well try to go there and get that money because it's free money for you. Why wouldn't you want free money? That's great. The Vapid Ellie is a muscle car that appeals to a lot of those fans of older vehicles. It's got a really nice, timeless design. Love taking it for a spin. Not really a fan of like having it slip and slide all over the place. You kind of have to keep an eye on like where exactly it's steering. It tends to oversteer a lot. The Debauchered Champion is a heck of a car. This is one of those vehicles that just screams British engineering. It has a very nice look to it. Not a fan of the modifications though. I think it looks kind of hella tacky with it. If it just was just stock, it would look great. Good ride. Then whenever there's another lull going on with the vehicles that I've sold during the week, maybe I'll make a sale at the nightclub. I usually wait for certain types of goods to be available for the sale. A lot of people say that due to popular belief, they'll wait for all of the goods that can be sourced, available from the technicians, to be available before sourcing it. But it's actually just recommended that you stick to very specific groups of the goods, so that way you can sell it with the optimal efficiency. If you're dealing with anything involving South American imports, that would be the way to go. I'd wait until, if you have the technicians available, assign maybe 5 of them to do around the top 5 goods that you can source. Cash creation and identity forging is not necessarily a priority. You can just leave those 2 alone, but as long as you stick to the first 5, it'll be genuinely recommended. So as the directions stated earlier, what you're going to do now is signal to your aide, who's going to be directing you to the sale. You give them a flare and then just follow them to the intended location. If you source the amount of goods that I specified earlier, you would be able to make multiple trips using all of the goods that you have sourced, occasionally making special sales that will maximize the amount of money that you make. You shouldn't really have too much of a hassle dealing with people that will occasionally get in your way, but once you make the sale, the money will be in the account. The good is sold, the cargo is unloaded, and you can easily just go back to the nightclub and do some more missions of that variety.
You get the cash, I get not to worry about being caught with that stuff in the club and sent to the can. It's a win for both of us.
It's nice when a plan like that goes together. The Vapid Boscada is a truck that is a truckin' man's truck. People that love trucks will definitely buy a truck like this. You can get like 6 of your best mans and fill them in here. Well, actually like 4, but you know what I mean. It's pretty strong. It has really good torque. Handles off-road hills like a champ. Little to any problems, if at all. Definitely okay on the highway. Got decent speed. Sort of like the dirt bike I used to make some of these sales for the acid pharmaceutical enterprise that I have. These off-road bikes, they may seem like average dirt bikes, but they've been custom tuned in order to provide really good high speeds when you're just tackling down the road. And because they have off-road tires, they can go up and down tumultuous roads with very little, if any, issues whatsoever. Now, if you're looking for a good, solid, all-rounder bike, this wouldn't be bad. Consider picking one of these up. Of course, you would have to do a long series of missions in order to get access to the pharmaceutical enterprise. But if you do it, I would strongly suggest shelling out the additional money to buy the vehicle that you would need in order to make the proper enhancements, and also buy all the packages that increase its acceleration. If you're as adamant as me doing it, eventually you will be able to complete one of the tier challenges, which involves doing something like earning a certain percentage of money selling these particular pharmaceutical products.
I was worried you might collapse from exhaustion, but you're like indestructible or something. Go take a nap. I got some of Lab Rat's super benzos if you need them.
You know it's bad when even GTA is telling you that you're overly dedicated and to go outside, but oh well, beggars can't be choosers. The grind does not stop, like ever, because then I got a call from Tony telling me that I had to drive one of those VIP marketers that decided to visit one of my nightclubs. So I decided, you know what, yeah, let me pretend to be the bigger person and give them a hand and take them to a proper center where they can get looked at appropriately to the best of their ability. This was an unused cutscene that I forgot to add into that one video that I made a while ago with Vincent filling us in on the Cluck and Bell raid. I was wondering where the cutscene was, but it looks like I had it somewhere stored in the files. I just kind of forgot it, but yeah, glad you get to see it now.
With that in mind, I'm working on a proposal for you. I'm not ready to divulge too much yet, but expect to hear from me again soon.
After he tells us that, I ran some errands and switched sessions, and I ended up increasing my car meet reputation to like 100. I definitely felt like the grind was starting to pay off, because now I have access to more clothes and other additional items that I can get rewarded with. I would just have to visit the career menu to cash all that in. But not right now though, because I still had more work to do. The Fiat Eudora is another lowrider-like car that gives people a very fancy, angular type of car that you can work with. For people that are fans of lowriders, you can also put in the hydraulics that allow it to do all types of fancy moves. And because it has very distinct liveries, people can customize them and live out their giant California car show dreams. Put neon on that shit, it'll look like a street light, but okay. Occasionally, my businesses will get attacked at night.
That's what I expected.
Gotta take time out of other missions that I could be grinding in order to handle this situation that could potentially exacerbate my condition. You know, the condition that involves chasing that bag, because right now I just made around 50 million selling cargo. Another tier 4 challenge completed, which means I should now be able to do most of the stuff that's available in the careers. Just got to deal with all the other small time stuff that may not be as important. Over several other weeks, Rockstar would do additional promotions like Rockstar racing suits and taxi work for people that want to live out their old 90s Dreamcast dreams. But super rapid fire, the Italo Grati Stinger is a nice looking car. It looks great. In the past, I could not really put my finger on what type of vehicle it was supposed to resemble, but from what I can tell, contrary to popular belief, it's not a Kia. There's a car with a similar name, but it's not that. It's actually a Ferrari Roma.
Wants to do a private track day. Naturally, I need to bring something to blow his fucking mind. And just when I'm thinking, nothing in my garage is mind-blowing enough, Jamal calls me and tells me I have a new Grotti on the way. You are my savior, massive solid. I won't forget it.
This was gonna be their next podium car. The same strat, same sweet steel. And check this out. This thing was gonna be part of a special prize week. The car was featured on that episode of The Underbelly of Paradise with the world record for DUIs. Crazy, right? This thing's like a piece of history. Yusuf's gonna love it.
Every couple days or so, I'll get a text from one of my nightclub bodyguards, Marcel, who will tell me about some type of random event that occurs in the club for me to handle. You might want to stick to the ones revolving around removing people from the club, because those are just easy experience. It's a good 10,000 in your lap, and it increases the popularity of the club if you're dealing with problems involving trying to maintain popularity. Nobody wants to deal with a chronically drunk person or somebody else that's scaring the hoes, because it really lowers the vibe of the club. You kind of want to keep the scene and the status quo up. Speaking of up, you also gotta make sure that a lot of your other side businesses are topped up. I'm just putting on a hard hat before I go to work on modifying some of these other vehicles in the auto shop business that I haven't heard from Sasanta in a minute, so I'm just gonna try to do what I can in order to slowly but surely put some more money into the safe when I'm not trying to also wait until a very particular heist is available. These cars have to be delivered cleanly, so now I'm going to try to not get too much damage and scuff this thing out while bringing it back to the customer. Hey, how's it going, buddy? I may be glitching out right now, but I can assure you I am in good standing, and here is your keys, my good lad. Pleasure doing business. Damn, imagine getting 85 racks for modifying a car. Here and there I might make a mistake, goof up, and have to go pay an impound lot money in order to retrieve my terabyte. But it all works out in the end though, because then I can go back to trapping how I've been the last 10 minutes. What's behind this one? Hold on, let me just play the animation. I got this. Yoink! There we are. Ooh, okay, nice. So, the Jester RR is a discount Supra. Now, at the expense of saying the quiet part out loud, there are Beamer engines inside of the vehicle, but it more or less resembles a Supra from the outside. If you like JDM power and you want to play that one funk playlist with this car, go for it. When it's not getting violently tossed into the air, the Fister Cabrio Z2 S2 something or other 2 is a Porsche. It looks like a Porsche, talks like a Porsche, sounds like a Porsche. Anything involving Porsches that I mentioned before in the past would probably go well with what this thing is now. The Blista Conjo is a Honda hatchback of sorts. The CRIs, CRVs, something or others, those Civic Type Rs are really nice, calm vehicles that you can use. Very recommended for beginners to drive one of those cars, because if you need something that has decent acceleration and really good handling, that car is your car. New cars added. Say less, fam. Let me just start this.
All right, good choice. Now this particular car, I picked it because I know it's coming in on our asshole uncle's boat. That's right, he's got another shipment inbound. Dude can't help himself. We'll use the same MO as last time. Why change a shit-hot formula, right? And get this car was actually used in that big movie, Die Already 4. Yusuf's gonna freak when he finds out. This one's unique, bro, a piece of history.
What's this guy doing hitting me up? I thought I heard a ghost. Oh, it's LJT, never mind. Yeah, okay, I'll move this dough. Give me 1 second, I'm probably like right over here in the corner. To me, right over the corner means I'm literally like right there, so open up. Never really dropped off cash for him like that before. I could have sworn I already had a business for this. Oh well. Sometimes these random events will just like be weird. I'm trying to keep up with all of them. Like the bounty hunting, I don't really have anything for you guys at the moment, but I am still trying to capture a lot of these small-time crooks that think that they could get away with it.
And even better, we get to rob the casino again to get it. It's there already, just waiting to be wheeled out at a special prize car. And get this, it was donated by the manager of Vanilla Unicorn. Part of a cross-promotion they're doing. I bet every stripper in there has been in that car. Yusuf's not gonna be able to say no to that.
Wash that car like I washed these people. Now let me just pick this photo. I got some wet work on this here display. Not something you want to keep on the phone. I just sent it to Madrazo. Hopefully you'll reward me. I am out of here. You'll never expect the person in the green tech hoodie. You're probably wondering, where the heck did he go? He literally just got on a flying broom and just made out there. Another target successfully eliminated. Nothing like doubling back on the scene of the crime and now trying to get on the other side of the law looking for this bounty. Healed this guy's muffin catback blue. Now let me take a photo. We go phone apps. Caught you in 4K, Goofy. Alright, hold on. I was trying to take a decent photo. Now let me go back into my... there we go. I had to download the new update. There we are. Okay, yeah, no, he looked like he leaking. He's just going for a long sleep. That'll hopefully get up from, maybe, possibly, sorta, kinda. They're reaching around them corners, but I left the bike here. Okay, come on. Let's get out of here. Hopefully I didn't lose too much blood. I think that was an okay lick. Took minimal damage. But yes, I shall abscond like a thief into the night. What the fudge? Only 20 racks? Failed to do the weapon. What? I just had it. Rockstar, fix this. Just like I'm gonna fix this bypass module on the Conjo SR. Like I mentioned before, these are calm little cars that beginners should be quickly acclimated to. Of course, there's like a bevy of other enhancements that you can use in order to make it look like one of them cars out of that famous movie series with the people talking about family. The Ocelot Swinger, on the other hand, is a different vehicle that's more or less custom tuned for people that have a penchant for driving TVR cars that go really, really fast. It harkens back to the design of the TVR Kerberos, but is closer in likeness to the Jaguar XJ13. This is quite the spot to find an op. What kind of ops Madrazo's got here? Ow. Fudge. It don't matter, it's not my car, it's on the state's taxes. KKK, this is the spot right here. Alright, let me just send this guy a text real quick. Alright, where do you want him, boss? Weapon of choice, sniper rifle. One of these fellers, okay. Well, I mean, going into a scrap yard, these people don't really cause much trouble. They're just minding their business. But if you insist, a job's a job, and I think I'm horribly underdressed for a situation like this. Should not really be wandering around carrying a giant puffer coat. Kind of adds to the credence that something's going on. I hear voices. Okay. Alright, I see a group of people to my left. Let me just check the text one more time. I don't think that's them. Let me see. Are there any other people here in this abandoned airplane memorial of sorts? For a second there, I thought I could have driven that tractor trailer if there was a tractor trailer there. Must be hallucinating stuff. Whoa, 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 hold on, bro. What's up with all these insults? Yeah. Just gotta weed out the rest of the groups. Now I have a easy line to just take the photo. Snap, snap, buddy. You're gonna be on TMZ soon. Okay, I better get the heck out of here. I shot him with the sniper rifle. Would it matter if I'm carrying an assault rifle while I make my escape? Okay, come on, get in the air. Bike. Running it for the cardio. I really should slip into something more comfortable than motorcycle boots, but it's just to handle like the indecent weather, just in case. Alright, we are out of here. Y'all never saw me coming. I am gone. Alright, cool. Successfully used the weapon of choice. I'm glad that Rockstar kept note of what exactly I used to pin the tail on the donkey. That would have been very inconvenient if I like switched to a different weapon and the game doesn't track that. Going back to selling more vehicles, this particular Seminole Frontier is a old school version of what they would consider the Jeep Cherokee. A car like this is very, very antiquated. My mom used to drive a car like this. It was I have good memories of it. It was a forest green car with golden accents. It's an all-wheel drive car. Pretty good. Handled mountains like a champ. It could climb rocks and hilly conditions with the best of them. If you're looking for cars that you can go like off-road and like hiking with, this would be a really good old school car that you can use if you want to evoke memories of like the early 90s and such. The Pegassi Doruso is another vehicle that nobody really woke up expecting to sell, but it just sort of came in its own type of way. I mean, I see it as a vehicle that a lot of people that are really into car culture would really enjoy driving and such, but because of me liking the Countach intentionally, because of me liking the Countach in the first place, I kind of see it as a byline of all the other Lambo cars that will come eventually. But my love, there's gonna be a place in my heart for all the other vehicles.
You know, I woke up this morning with a craving for a new Pegassi. Ow, what is the very next thing I hear? Ha! Oh my god, you are like my dealer, you know?
Something
My
like
pusher,
that.
My candy man. Is this what being a junkie is like?
Ew.
Because if so, I fucking love it!
That's a weird thing to have a fixation on. I would strongly suggest you other things for that sort of thing. This guy is causing trouble for us at the moment. I want to figure out where he's at. My rifle is going to make quick work of him, but where is this goober? I wanted to get some premium Italian bistro food, but I guess I'm going to have to like have it wait. Can I catch this guy lacking by the theater? Where's this dude at? I know he's got to be nearby. Can't have all the food available. Oh, okay. I see man's raher. There you go. Pop goes the weasel. I'm just going to grab these two and take them out.
You're not authorized to be here.
Don't you dare try to block my moves. Oh fuck. This might be a little bit harder than I expected. Bro, I just want to take a simple photo. Leave me be. Is one photo all I can ask for? Oh shoot. This guy definitely has the photos unlocked. Give me this. Just let me have this moment, gosh darn it. Okay. Grab the dude. Okay, I can just get the heck out. Alright. Y'all have never seen me. You may shoot me all you want, but I have infinite reserves. I'm gonna get out of here if it's the last thing I do. Darn, these people are just taking pot shots at me, but I have health. I got my snackies on deck. Y'all are not gonna take me down. I gotta get one of these vehicles so I can just like quickly make an escape here. This coupe will do. Leave me be. I make my escape with my ruiner. Thank gosh for Chevy. Because these Impantes are something else, let me tell you. Love the cars, but I really don't like the weird Budweiser smell that these things have. I am getting out of the area. I was expecting, okay. It worked. Yes. Got the weapon of choice. Indeedy. Usually when they have that weird sniper rifle choice, it's because they expect a certain type of vehicle to do the job for them. So, glad I can do that, I guess. It took a while, but it was a very unorthodox way of getting the job done. What do we got now?
Okay, I see you. That's a cool car.
An
Let's check out
Astron.
who's gonna lead us right
Okay.
to it. My homie King Tiny. Turns out the cops weren't into it when we broke him out before, and they got him right back there on charges of jailbreak. So I figured we used the same strat. Hell, it worked last time. And he's gonna tip us off to another gangster's tricked out ride. Yusuf's gonna freak.
Okay, I am getting out of my way with the Macan. The Macan is a family SUV vehicle that just happens to be on the luxury aisle of things. If y'all like the Porsche Macan, it is literally a dead ringer for the car. It's electric, it's luxurious, it feels like you're moving around in a hotel lobby that just happens to be on wheels. It's a comfortable, quick ride that'll take you where you need to go.
Time to get
The
paid.
Obey 10F is a very tough car. I mean tough in the sense that a lot of people that want vehicles that are very edgy and also very quick would buy something to this effect. This car takes a lot of its influences by the Audi R8, seeing as how it's a racing car, and it also has a update available for it that allows it to get a wide body custom car kit. Now, the wide body doesn't exactly add much to the vehicle, but it is a custom body part that allows it to get a more angular type of design to it for people that need help parking their cars, and also looks somewhat nicer. It's a lot easier on the eyes. But the car travels quickly. If you need it to take you somewhere, it'll take you there relatively quickly. If you're looking to try to solve any type of political conflicts using a vehicle to this effect, it could probably give you a slight hand of that, but it's strongly recommended that you keep it more or less to city streets and other types of environments that are very close to rural areas, because if you try to take this off-roading, it probably might cause a problem for you.
I hear you are sending me an Obey. You know, it's actually a very sentimental thing for me. For years, when I was just starting out as the son of a billionaire, I would drive a tailgater around Chase Point in Bohan looking for affordable girls. It was the perfect cover. There were dozens of us all doing the same thing. To be young again. Thank you for the trip down memory lane, my friend. I hope to hear from you again soon.
I wonder how many Audis y'all got in the tuck. Installed a Fister, and I sold that too.
So, a new Fister. Excellent. You know, the other day, one of my cousins told me that owning a Fister is the sign of a midlife crisis? The audacity! I told him there and then that my Fisters are all stolen in daring heists by a criminal mastermind before being shipped to me personally to be stored in an air-conditioned garage. That shut him up. Keep doing what you do out there, homie.
Yeah, totally, my guy. But like, if one of my old friends heard you saying shit like that, she would probably feel really upset. You can refer to what I said about older Lamborghini cars regarding the Casco. I've already covered this vehicle before. This is a remake of another Casco that they created back in the day. That should essentially bring you up to speed on all the other vehicles they ended up trapping and selling in the meantime. So yeah, get ready for the new slew of content that's gonna come up to you guys afterwards, because everything that was old is now gonna become new. Take care, glad y'all got caught up, and stay positive, because we got some more things coming up for y'all soon.